I could think and write and elaborate on it forever, but the only way to know it is know mind.
Yeah, they were pretty precise, your answers, direct channeling. And the quote unquote goal is to always be in that space, doesn't matter when the images arise. So we don't get swayed in the story. It's so, so, so funny when we truly can live from that angle. Because doesn't matter what shows up in the field, it's completely a movie. It's completely said ridiculous. It all turns to be so cute. Like every single scene of somebody that may have annoyed us in the past becomes cute. Like, oh, that's that God that doesn't know that it's God. There's that particle of consciousness that's already enlightened and free, that is believing that it's this particular human with that storyline of the incarnation.
So just keep letting go of until all that's left, the awareness from that space you mentioned.
Yeah, yeah, there's a point where you can't even let go. Because when you're trying to let go, then it's already gone. And then you're going to start feeling that. You come from that space where even the being that tries to let go, that's great because you're creating your human, a character to keep anchoring more enlightenment. Yet there comes a point where you cannot even do that because that character becomes irrelevant in that moment and it like melts in the oneness that you already are. So what we're doing is deepening the spacious awareness from where all question arises from.
And I have noted there's so much wanting my attention from so many more and more and more. It's almost like now begging for my attention. So then I can't even say it's a letting go of. It is, but any form of guilt for not giving them my attention. Because in the past, I would have felt guilty I didn't give them that. And there's still a part of me that kind of caters to that for them. So maybe there's some subtle breadcrumbs for sure there is, I bet, that's being let go of there, but still the context of it for me is just out of love and
Yeah.
respect for them.
Love and respect for what that wish believes it's separate. Because all that's meant to be in connection to you will just be in flow. It doesn't feel like a beg when other particles of consciousness are feeling your deepening, they may want to grasp because they want to go there with you to the deepening. Yet, whatever is meant to be in the deeper states of consciousness, the new hologram that's more dreamlike, blissful, empty, will naturally be there without the need to feel like it needs to catch you. Because if it's in your frequency, it would naturally just be there. It will shift into that. So then there's no guilt on letting go of other souls or that are not meant to be in those lessons with you, the lessons of the next octave of consciousness. And by
Nice.
deepening the knowing that your higher frequency is what benefits, then it's easy to just let them be there in begging for attention, in grasping, in resistance, because even your choice of letting them go, it's what's going to lift them up. And that's the thing. What we truly are has never been harmed. Never.
Mm.
Not even in the betrayals or the sudden attacks, because it's never been really an attack. That's the thing. We have never been attacked. It's like, oh, okay. I just chose to subscribe to that story. Who knows for how many incarnations? So then it becomes more dense. And that's when there takes more work to deepen the enlightenment because of all the conditioning and it creates a momentum. Yet it stopped. And when the momentum it stopped, then it's just a recognition of what always was, which is love. It's like everybody's just saying, love me, love me, love me. Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. In different forms. It's all we're doing. It's like little birds. We're all like cute little birds singing seemingly different songs from the same essence.
And I've been receiving a lot of that the last few weeks. The love me, love me, love me, help me, help me, help me, love me in many different ways from people at many different levels. So it's interesting. And more I see, you quickly see through what they need, what they're holding on to, what they're projecting, that they're not owning, what's in their shadow. And then as you would say, more and more people will confess things and open up and show you their shadow, even if they don't realize they're doing it. And really, there's those that are open to truth. One in me, part of me that loves to share that. I love sharing level of truth that I'm aware of, knowing there's much more, but just what I'm to support them if they're open to it. Yeah.
And the funny thing is, it's like when we come from that space, there's no mistake, no need to correct, not even the seeming other that may be seemingly asking for help. The word seems can be placed before everything because we don't assume the complete knowing of a thing. And then the other particle of consciousness will correct itself without our help. Like we don't really need to help anyone. Every attempt to help anybody was the attempt to help ourselves because we could only see through how we see ourselves. So we're projecting our own need for salvation.
Yeah.
Look at that puppy. Looks so like vulnerable. Oh, I want to protect it. I want to help it. I want to. That's all seeing ourselves in the seemingly helpless puppy and then finding love through seeing us through that because we want to get to meet ourselves and get to know ourselves through the other puppy being whatever. It's an expression. And the calling for support and the radiation of love for the awakening of others just happens of its own. So it's like you would know when to intervene or not by embodied wisdom. And it's even more pure. That type of help is true help. Every seeming betrayal, every seeming blame, every seeming attack has been service. That soul has been serving you, so you remember that you are untouched, unmoved, unaffected. So it's like, thank you. Okay. Nice. Oh, but we want to like averse from that sometimes. Oh, no, no. We gotta let it be. We gotta let it if we gotta die to it, we die to it, seemingly, because we can die. But oh no, it's gonna kill me. Oh no, it's gonna take over me. Oh no, it's gonna like no, you just let it do it. You win by letting them win, seemingly, because nobody wins, nobody loses. Just one particle. How can one particle win over itself when it's already complete?
Yeah. But then it seems like you have to go through the winning or wanting to win and then letting them like experience it all out to truly let go of all of it, all sides, see all sides of it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
all us.
So it's what I called the era of inclusion. We get to see
But
all perspectives.
yeah, because even, you're talking about betrayal, I mean, I'm the betrayer and I'm the betrayed, but yet I'm none of it.
Imagine if you were stuck in a loop of guilt for 20 lifetimes, and then you hire an actor to betray you because you're like, you know what? I have reincarnated so many times on Earth, and I can't seem to learn this lesson and let it go. So that being is like rooting for you, is the one that loves you the most and agrees, I'm going to play that role and betray you so you can finally forgive yourself and liberate yourself from this samsara. So is it really betrayal or is it the highest, most delicious, sweetest service some soul can offer you to play the villain so you can just deepen your enlightenment? What? Thank you.
Yeah, right,
Going to like
right.
make cookies or give chocolates to that soul. Like, thank you so much for betraying me so I can finally free myself.
So there's just the continued intention to stay in that space of just being the watcher, aware, witnessing,
And
and
then
then even letting go of that.
well, it's just enjoyable. The moment you ground the watcher, you're gonna perhaps want to enjoy it for a bit. To always being the watcher, witnessing, observer, eating popcorn in every scene, watching the movie of your life with yourself in it. It's like, wow, this is so fun. But then at some point, it becomes also a hindrance, and then that must be let go of to become the light of consciousness in which the washer arises. It's like, but then you can be that while being the washer, while being the player, and being the three states of perception simultaneously. And you're gonna feel you're going crazy.
That's happened. Even the last few weeks, but I'm just watching it, and then I'm like laughing at mind. I'm like, and I could force it to not do that or ignore it, but then I just like let mind just whatever's going through mind be
Be there.
sad or just watching it and like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
That wish is looking forward to be that. It's that.